Now the scenario in this IPv6 classes, we are planning to have IPv6 in our remote and local office. Assume R1 is my local office, R3 is Arul's local office, R4 is Girish's local office. So we three wants to have IPv6 based communication. Why? One is our company is a new company. We have focused on our future, so we don't want IPv4. All our equipments are IPv6 supporting equipments. We got a very good firewall engineer for IPv6. So we don't care about the attacks because we know how to protect ourselves from attacks even though we are migrating to IPv6. So we have decided to use IPv6. Here is Jay's local office, Arun's local office, Girish. Local office. We have decided to use IPv6. But this R2 is like a ISP for us. They are not providing IPv6 support as of now, only IPv4. Now we need to make use of that IPv4 to form tunnel, and using the tunnel we will route the IPv6 packet. That's the idea, right? The idea is we need to form tunnel using IPv4. IPv4 is already there. You see the IP 100, 30, and 40. This is provided by our ISP. We have reachability. ISP has given reachability. Using this, we need to form a tunnel, and inside the tunnel we will route IPv6 traffic. Advantages: you no need to wait for ISP to migrate to IPv6. Our ISP may have IPv6 in their core, but they have not started providing IPv6 services to the customer. So far, ISPs have not really started IPv6 services so far. They might have given you some address, they may be using IPv6 internally, but for the end customer, so far not many ISPs provide IPv6 now. So far not started. But what you already have is IPv4 reachability. Using that, we need to form a tunnel. And when you pass the traffic through the tunnel, the ISPs no need to process your IPv6 header because it is tunnel. Because it is tunnel, the packets are going to have another header which is of IPv4. That's the point here. That's a very important point that I'm trying to emphasize today. We have IPv4 only. So using IPv6, when I ping from here to IPv6 in Arul's network, to my IPv6 packet, an additional encapsulation of IPv4, source address 100, 100, 101, destination address 30.30.30.3 is added. Before leaving this router, this additional header is added. Originally inside I have IPv6 source and destination. But IPv6 is not routable in the internet because ISP have not started the service, but we already have IPv4 support from the ISP. Using that, we can encapsulate our IPv6 and send it to 30.0.0.3, and there Arul's router knows that it is an encapsulated traffic. How Arul router knows that it's an encapsulated traffic? Because before sending this traffic, Arul and Jay were negotiating this tunnel. They were negotiating this tunnel. So Arul knows that it's an encapsulated traffic. I need to decapsulate it. When it decapsulates the first layer 3 header, Arul finds another layer 3 header, which is IPv6. And because Arul is also running IPv6, he knows to process it. Fine. Now, how we are going to achieve this? What is the challenge in achieving this? Challenge is how R1 knows that. In order to talk to IPv6 Arul's network, I need to go to 30.30.33. How Jay's router knows that I need to go to 30.30.33 in order to speak to IPv6 of Arul's network? Likewise, when Jay's network talks to IPv6 address of Girish network, how R1 knows that the destination IPv4 address should be 40.40.44? That's a challenge. If we answer this challenge, then this is possible. See, these routers have no idea about this IPv6 network that you are going to have. Let's say you have ABC here. Here you have KJL. Here you have LKJ. These are all IPv6 networks. When I ping from KJL to ABC, how R1 knows that I have to encapsulate with the destination IPv4 address 30.30.33? Or when I reach KJL from LKJ, KJL is Girish, how R1 knows that I need to deliver this packet to 40.40.44? To answer this challenge, what they did is, this KJL will be embedded with this address. KJL 100, 100, 100.1. And then this ABC will be embedded with 30, 30, 33. This KJL will be embedded with 40, 40, 44. So your IPv6 address will also have your own IPv4 address embedded to it. So that from LKJ, when I ping Girish, it is going to have KJL 40, 40, 40, 40. When I ping this, it extracts this and puts as a destination and delivers the packet here. All Girish network will have that 40, 40, 44 in the second hectate, second portion of the second segment of the IPv6 address. IPv6 address is of 8 segments, 8 hexadecimal. The second hexadecimal and third hexadecimal is 16 plus 16 bit, 32 bit. That 32 bit will always, all Girish 32, the second and third hexadecimal will be having 40, 40, 44 embedded. Likewise, Arun's all IPv6 subnets in Arun's network is embedded with IPv4 30, 30, 33 the second and third hexadate. That is how this can be achieved. Please ask me a question. If you ask me to explain again, I can explain to you one more time. Is this clear?
Yeah, yes. Yes, sir.
Okay. Let us now do step by step. I'm going to first of all assign IP address to all this device. Notepad. Assign IP address to all this device. Enable config interface. I don't want any loopback. F00 no shet IP address 100.100.100.1. Alright, /24 mask, and I'm going to write a static default route, IP route. I don't want OSPF or anything. In the real world, we will have some reachability either through default static route towards the ISP, or ISP may be giving you some routes through some protocols like BGP or OSPF or EIGRP. It depends on your ISP. Right. In my scenario, ISP has not given me anything. ISP has told me to write a default route and reach them when I want to go internet. So I'm going to give IP address of ISP, which is router 2. Router 1's configuration is over. And thank God for this wonderful server. Server is very good. Let us do router 3. Router 3 configuration is 30 30 33, and this is going to be 30 30 32. Now this will go on router 3. Right. Router 4 will have 40 40 40 40. This goes on router 4. Okay. Now the next thing that I would like to do is router 2, which is in the middle. Router 2 F00 F1/0 is F1/0 is 40 40 42. F0/1 is 30 30 33, and F0/0 is 100. And this is not necessary. There's no need for any static route because we just got one router. Okay, so we go here. Perfect. Nice. What I'm expecting is reachability from R1 to R3. If you have this, then you're ready to go. Okay. Next. Wonderful. So our static default route works very well. Next, as I said, you need an IPv6 address. The first hex date can be anything. Let's say, for example, I want to use this is a lab environment. I can use this dad colon followed by two hexadates of 10 or 100 or 100 or 100 or 1. I need to put 100 or 100 or 100 or 1 in the next two hexadate. For that, I need to convert this into hexadecimal. 100, I need to convert into hexadecimal. You see, we have to embed this here in this place. So 100, how can you write 100? 64 plus 32 is 96. So you got only 4 more. Okay. How many bits? 4. This is 1 here. All the rest are 0. Is this 100? 64 plus 32 plus 4. Is this giving you 100? Tell me no.
Yes, sir.
Yes, 100. Now, hexadecimal is 4 binary bit is 1 hexa bit. 15 is the biggest number, no? So to write 15, you need 4 bit. That's why 4 binary bit is 1 hexa bit.
Yes.
So this 100 is this. How do you write this one? Now it is no more 64 and 32. You should not see like that. Now you should start from here. 1, 2, 4, 8. That is how you should see after dividing to hexa. So this will be like what? 4 plus 2 is 6. 6 and this is 4. 64 is the equivalent of 100. 100 in decimal is equal to 64 in hexa. 64, this 100 is over. Another 64 colon. You see? 8 plus 8 bit, 16 bit, no hexadecimal. 16 bit is over. And another 64. And then 1 means what? All these are 0. And this is 1. So 100.100.100.1 is equal to 6464 colon 6401. Do you agree? Arun?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Arun, are you there? This is the main secret. If you know how to embed IPv4 address in the second and third hexadate, then this is easy for you. This is how when someone pings J, they will know the location of J. By taking that 64, 64, 6401, they know that J is in 100 or 100 or 100 or 1. Okay, so we got this. Likewise, for Arul, it will be 30, 30, 33, 30, 30, 33. That will be Okay, 30, 30, 33 will be like this. 1, 1, 1, 1, 0. This is 30. Is that correct? You see, 16 plus 8 plus 4 plus 2. 16 plus 4 is 20. 8 plus 2 is 10. Totally 30. Am I right?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Now,
I was actually calculating.
okay, when you cut this off two halves, it will become 1 and 14. How do you write 14? How do you write 14? 10 is A, 11 is B.
40 is D,
Yeah.
E, E.
E. Yeah. So 1E is 30. Again 1E is another 30. This 2 is over. Colon. Again 1E. 0 and 3 will be 3 only. This is what need to be embedded in all the address of Arun. This is for Arun. This is for J. And let's do for Girish. If you want 40, here is 32 and here is 8. This is what 40 is. All the rest are going to be 0. Now 40 becomes like this in hexa. 2, 8, 2, 8. This is 40, dot 40 over. Another 40 is 2, 8, 0, 4. That's it. Am I right or wrong? Am I doing any wrong anywhere in calculation?
You are correct, sir.
Let us now go and configure this. When it works, then you have your calculations are correct. If they don't work, then there is something wrong. Let's do it. Interface tunnel 0. Tunnel mode is IPv6 6 to IPv6 IPv6 tunnel mode is 6 to 14. IPv6 IP 64. Tunnel source will be our F0/0 interface. No tunnel destination because you may be forming tunnel with Arul if you're pinging Arul. You may be forming tunnel with Girish if you're pinging Girish. So tunnel is dynamic. So we don't know the destination. Tunnel destination, no. Tunnel destination cannot be configured under. Yeah, okay, I said cannot be configured under this mode. Correct. That is good. See, I was just in some operating system. It is good to say this, so I'm saying. But this operating system is very smart. It already knows that it cannot be configured because you have put this mode. It needs to be dynamically scored. Okay, that's nice. Next, tunnel IP address is, as we discussed, that colon and 64, 64, 64, 0, 1. colon colon, I'll give 1/64. That is all. That is all. Okay. Next is I'll go to router 3, which is Arrow. Interface tunnel 0, tunnel mode IPv6 IP64 tunnel. Tunnel source is F00. Tunnel, no need to say no tunnel destination. Next is IPv6 address of this tunnel is, there I gave dad. Here it need not to be dad. It can be anything. It can be DDA colon 1E 1E colon 1E03 colon 3/64. Next, interface tunnel 0. Tunnel source is F0/0. Tunnel mode is IPv6 IP64. IPv6 address of this is here for Girish. It can be anything in the beginning. I'm going to say 2003 colon 2023 colon 2828/2804. /64. All right, actually our tunnel is ready. Show IPv6 interface brief. You see this is the tunnel interface. I'm going to ping this from R1. And you know very well R2 is in the middle and R2 has got no idea about any IPv6. I'm in R1, I'm going to ping this. This is Girish. I want to see whether any packet goes. For that I want to use capture Wireshark to see how it works. Good, Wireshark is also working. See, there is no packet going out. The packet itself is not leaving. The reason is we have not enabled routing. IPv6 routing is not enabled. Let us go on.
IPv6.
Let us go and enable that command IPv6 unicast routing. IPv6 unicast routing. IPv6 unicast routing. Now you see, as soon as I say IPv6 unicast routing, there should be some negotiation packets coming out. No. Okay. Because it's a tunnel interface, it's not coming. Let me try pinging. Then it will come. Now, okay. Let me see who finds the mistake. I understand the mistake. I know, not mistake, something is missing. Can anyone say what is missing in our configuration? What is missing? Why the packets are not even coming out? Arul, Girish, the packet is not even coming out.
Link local.
No,
Is
link local address is there already. Link local address is there. Why I'm not able to see any packet in the Wireshark? No IPv6 packet, no tunnel 64 conversations, nothing. Why? We have not
no idea, sir.
written a static route for Girish Arul network. I need to say IPv6 route. Arul's network is what? Arul's network begins with what? Show IPv6 interface brief. No.
AADD.
DDAA.
Oh, DD.
I need to tell if DDAA ::/16. If this matches, if the 16-bit matches, use tunnel 0. And also I need to say IPv6 route, if it matches with 2023, which is Girish, use tunnel 0. Right. Now the packet will go. But the return traffic to come, you need to write there also. IPv6 route DAD :/16 use tunnel 0. IPv6 route DDAA, no? Yeah.
DDA.
Likewise, I think that's all. Show IPv6 route. Did I write static route here? No. Let's write here also. I can copy this line from here. No, this way. :/16 send it right there. Okay, now the routes are written. I'm going back to the thing here and I'm going to ping now. Did you see that? How quickly it is pinging? Very fast. And now you see the capture here. It was going from DAD, that is Jay's network, and it is going to 2023, which is Arul. So Girish. And now, if you see here, the upper layer is not IPv6. This is what 64 tunnel protocol does. You see, it exactly resolved 40:40:44 from the ping that I am doing. I was pinging 28:28:28:04. From this, it can derive this destination. See, it exactly goes to Girish computer, Girish network. That's what the 64 tunnel will do. Tunneling protocol. It resolves like this. Now let me try pinging again another one. Arul's network. I'll go here. Ping. Copy the address from Arul's computer. Show IPv6 interface brief. And when I ping in R1, I'm not really telling the IPv4 address, but it exactly resolves. See, I'm pinging from DAD and you see it exactly resolves 30, 30, 33 IPv4 address. So now you have reachability and you got the tunnels. And if you have some inside networks like departments, they also need to start with the same
The DAB
prefixes. Show
6464.
IPv6 interface brief. If you are going to write address for your department, inside address, it should also have this. These three hexadates same. The fourth hexadates can be different. So I'm going to have like a department. I'm going to have two loopbacks, two departments, and the difference I'm going to make here is in the third hexadate. Sorry, in the fourth hexadate, I'm going to add 1 to say this is the first subnet. See, this is how you do subnetting, how easy it is. And then I'm going to put 2 here. First subnet, second subnet. That's it. Likewise, on Arun's network,
DDAA. Okay. சார் அப்போ வந்து அந்த லூப் பேக் 0 1 அதோட மாஸ்க் வந்து /16 தானே 64
64.
தானே
If you don't mask to 64, then it will be see. If you put /24 or 48 or anything less than that, it will consider all the same network. It needs to be masked 64. So what I'm going to do here is, in the 64 I'm adding 1 bit subnetting bit. That's it. Likewise, Girish. I'll copy this to the port here. On the third I will on the third /64. That's it. Now all that I need to do is to apply this and test it. No need of routing protocol because I have already written a default route. If you wish to have a routing protocol, very well you can do that. Now I'm going to use the default route which I already have.
சார் டிஃபால்ட் ரவுட் வந்து /16 சார்
/16. So what we are saying is, if that 16-bit matches, it's okay enough for us. You send it via tunnel 0. That's okay. That need not to match accurately. Just think for 2 times, 3 times. If you are not getting, try to understand. You will understand. Repeatedly, you need to think sometime, then you will understand. We are saying all bits need not to match. If for number 20, 23, if it matches, use tunnel 0. If it matches DDAA, use tunnel 0. Tunnel 0 knows how to get the IPv4 address. If you try to go via tunnel 0, protocol will take care. Now I have 2 loopbacks. DAD colon 64 colon 64 colon no, colon 6401 1/64. Interface Blueback 1, the same address with 2. End write to memory. I'm going to put this on router 1. Secondly, DDAA colon 1E colon 1E03 colon 1 colon 3. And here this will be 2. I'm going to put this on router 3. And one last router, Girish router 2023 colon 28 28 2804 14. This will go on router 4. Okay. Now if you see, you will be able to even reach the loopbacks which is behind, which is inside the remote office. I'm going to ping 2023 colon 28 28 colon 2804 colon 2 colon 4. You see, just he added no routing protocol need to advertise. You'll be able to reach. Likewise, if I want to ping DDA colon 1E colon 1E03 colon 1 colon 3. I'm able to ping. I can also ping with the source of my loopback. I'm pinging with the DAD to DDA. Hope this is more clear today.
Yes, sir.
If you want to remove the default route, you can remove and put a routing protocol. Say I'm going to remove this static default routes. I remove. Now the ping will not happen. It won't happen because you don't have root. Show run section IPv6 route. I'm removing this to routes. Arun, do you follow? No, this one. No, this one. Okay. Now the ping is not going to happen because we don't have a default route. Our plan is to enable routing protocol. Okay. Tell me, where all I should run routing protocol? I should run on
On the tunnel.
all IPv6 interfaces. We don't have
Yes.
IPv6 on F00. So don't run F00 with routing. Interface range tunnel 0, comma, loopback 0-1. So let's do, I think the tunnel is not, the range is not happening. I'm going to run OSPF. And it is IPv6 version of OSPF you need to run. Any protocol, which protocol you want me to run, you let me know.
OSPF.
OSPF. Okay, I'm going to run IPv6 OSPF1 area 0. Likewise, interface loopback 0, same command. Interface loopback 1, same command. Done. Now show IPv6 OSPF interface brief. Alright, OSPF is running. See the tunnel cost. Tunnel cost will be very high because it's a virtual
Yeah.
interface. That's okay. Now, likewise, I need to go to R3. Interface range loopback 0.
OSPF automatically P2P எடுத்துரும்.
Yes, for tunnel is. I don't know why.
சரி, நீங்க ஸ்டாட்டிக் ரூட் போட்டது போது கிரீஷ் ரவுட்டர்ல இருந்து அருள் ரவுட்டருக்கு டிஃபால்ட் ரூட் கொடுக்கல இல்லையா சார்?
Never mind. See, we have never given a default route to any. We have said
sorry,
from only, not to any. We said just go to tunnel interface. The tunnel interface, when you go, the protocol will take care of the destination, whether it is Girish or Arul or J. From that IP address that you ping, it will derive. That's what.
Sir. My question வந்து the tunnel is from J's router to Arul's router.
No, not like
and
that.
Then from
Tunnel
J's
is
router
from
to
J's router to anywhere depending on the ping address. It's a dynamic tunnel. That's why we did not give any destination, you see.
Okay.
I'm expecting OSPF neighbor now. Okay, no problem. Meanwhile, we'll go to IPv4. Okay, so we are expecting neighborship from R1 to R3 and R4 via tunnel 0. We are expecting a neighborship. Show IPv6 OSPF neighbor. There is no neighbor. See whether there is any. Okay, look at this. I can see OSPF is sending a hello packet. It is sending a hello packet, no doubt. It's coming. It's OSPF hello packet is coming. Okay, it is coming. It is sent. FF02::5. It is sent. But I'm not receiving any hello packet from Arul or from Girish because I see repeatedly the same source. Link local address is same address. So it is sending, but there is no multicast coming. It is sending it out.
Multicasting enable
Not
பண்ணலாம் sir.
necessary.
Multicast option.
Not necessary.
Okay.
Not necessary. So why am I not getting it? IPv6 unicast routing is given, otherwise it would have not taken even the OSPF command. Show OSPF interface brief. OSPF is running here. What about R3? Show IP OSPF, show IPv6. OSPF interface brief. Okay, even here it is running. Show IPv6 OSPF interface brief. Even here it is running. OSPF is running, no doubt, but the neighborship is not happening. There is no need of default route. The problem is OSPF is sending to a multicast address, but R3 and R4, no, that's not the issue. In R3 and R4, I'm not seeing 64, 64, 64, 1. Who is 64 in our case? Okay, it's me. J is sending multicast packets. It's going out. It is going out. Definitely it is going through the tunnel, no doubt in that. But it is, and also it is going to the destination 000, means it's any one. I want to see whether this packet is received. Of course it is not received. Why? I know why I'm saying that. If it is received, I also should receive. J also should receive from Girish and Arun. It's not coming here. So there is something in the middle stopping this. There is something in the middle stopping this. What might be the what is the problem?
Sir, the R3 or
I
R4
can show you.
debug.
Even here I can capture again. Second capture.
Okay.
You see, this is also sending, but it's not reaching. See, it's sending. 1E, 1E is Arun.
Yeah.
They are sending hello packet. If they are not sending via tunnel, it won't come here. What is the proof that they are sending via tunnel? This is the proof. It is getting converted. It can extract IPv4 address. Only when it goes through the tunnel, the algorithm will do this. So it's coming through the tunnel, there is no doubt.
Sir,
It's
the
coming
tunnel, the
through the
destination,
tunnel.
any
Correct? That's what you are saying. Because it is any, router
yes,
2 is not able to forward the traffic, propagate it. That we can find by debugging here. Debug IP packets. See, destination, this is received. This guy, the middle guy, is receiving it. He is just receiving it, but he is not able to forward it. There is no forward message. It is only received message. So we have to make this. Actually, routers won't flood. Routers won't flood. That's the problem.
Yes.
But I have done this lab earlier. How is that possible? See, we can make this work. There are multiple ways to do this. But I can go simply to OSPF and say, hey, these two guys are neighbors. Go negotiate. Statically, I can tell neighbor between R1, R2, and R1, R3, and R4. But that's not the easy way. So
The dynamically
Yeah, we
IP address
want
എടുക്കണം
dynamically
ചെയ്യുന്നത്.
somehow this to happen.
Okay.
I'm thinking how to do this dynamically. As this 000, if it is one site I can give, for multiple site I cannot give.
Sir, point to point மாதிரி ஏதாவது கொடுத்தா.
See, this is not a solution which I'm trying now. Any network, any subnet mask, send it via F00, not IPv6, IP route. What I'm doing is not the right way. In the real world, this is not possible to do. Now let's go to R1. Debug IPv6 packets. Sorry, not debug IPv6, IP packets. In router 2, we don't have IPv6, debug IP packets. Okay, still it says only received. No forwarding. Show IPv6, sorry, show IP route. I have given 3 routes for destination any. Still it is not ready to forward it. If it is forwarding, then I should receive packets. I am not receiving from Arul or Girish. Not receiving. So that also doesn't work.
Sir, point to point மாதிரி ஏதாவது.
That we'll try now. That's a good idea. That we'll try. Okay, so let us try that. That will be a best option. Interface tunnel 0, IP OSPF 1, IP OSPF, network type, point to point. Likewise, I'll go to here, this interface tunnel 0, IP OSPF network type, point to point. Interface tunnel 0, IPv6 network type, IPv6 OSPF network type point to. This is not IP. IPv6 OSPF network type point to point. IPv6 network type. IPv6 OSPF network type point to point. Okay. Now I'm expecting some results. Are we getting even no. No. Now, is this the problem only with OSPF? Let's try RIP also parallelly. Interface tunnel 0, IPv6, RIP, J enable, interface loopback 0, same command, interface loopback 1, Same command. Oh no. Show IPv6 protocol. Now, do I see any? Okay, I'm also seeing 9 going. Let's do it on the. Let's check it on the other. Are we getting 9? I'm getting 5. And now, even now, same story. No 9 is coming. The 5 is coming. But there should be some way. Interface channel 0. IPv6 RIP enable. Rule enable.
tunnel உண்டுங்களா சார்? ரிப் டனல்ல எனேபிள் பண்ணீங்களா?
பண்ணிருக்கு.
ஓகே.
Show IPv6 route. Do we see any routes via RIP or OSPF? No routes. So routing protocol, there is something that need to be done. There is something that we need to do. What can be? No. See, for routing protocol, we need to spend more time and then I'll let you know.
Okay, sir.
So you also